I know people that make good money, but then they still make six figures and they're still struggling with wealth, right? And they're still having financial pressure, they're still in dirt and living paycheck to paycheck. Today, let's break it down. This is a very highly controversial discussion whereby we talk about how would you make good figure, good income, and you're still struggling when it comes to wealth. Shanti, welcome, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Monday, happy Monday. And we're talking about a topic that is very, very controversial because a lot of time, Kenny, welcome in, Ibrahim, welcome in. Right. We're talking about why are high income earners, why are they broke? Why are they broke? That's what we're talking about today. So you understand it because the minute you understand this, you'd realize that you would no longer struggle with wealth building. So because there's something, if you think that your income is going to build wealth, well, unfortunately, it's not. No. So what then builds wealth? It's basically three things that builds wealth. Della, welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome in, and everyone joining, welcome in. We're talking about why are high income earners? Why are they broke? Right? Why are they broke? And whenever I say broke, it simply means that you're living paycheck to paycheck. If you do not earn that income, you would not build you would not earn if you don't earn that income, you would not be able to fund your lifestyle for the month. If that income suddenly stopped, you would not be able to take care of your family. Basically, that's what it means. That is the definition of broke. T-boy, welcome, welcome in. How are you doing? We are talking about a topic today. Why are high income earners, why are they broke? Right, this could be you, this could be your family, it could be your friend, right there. And you might be wondering, so why do you still complain about money? Right, it might be, you still have financial pressure even though you are making six-figure income. That's because income does not equal wealth. And let us talk about this today because it's very controversial. Because a lot of times they tell us what? Go to school, get a job, and what? Once you get a job, everything is fine. But how is that working? You've done everything and you see that you got a good job, you're making good income, and then you're still struggling. That's what we want to talk about today, right? That is what we want to talk about today. Welcome, Marcos. How are you? We have both the TikTok and the YouTube community today. Welcome, welcome in. Let me know where you are connecting from and tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends. We try to get to 10,000 taps within the first 10 minutes on the TikTok side, and on the YouTube, we try to get to as many subscribers as possible. As a matter of fact, I'll be having my long form videos that's going to be telling you the exact way to build wealth. Today, that's going to be coming up. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe if you haven't done that. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help you turn that your income into real wealth, understanding that your income does not equate wealth. And when we talk about wealth here, we're talking about peace wealth, we're talking about time wealth, we're talking about money wealth, which everybody always equates to wealth, money, right? That's what people always equate to wealth. But the real wealth is when you have the four: time wealth, peace wealth, health wealth, and of course, the health wealth, right? Welcome in Darlington, welcome in Eros, welcome in Eden. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. Right. And we are, and everyone joining. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let's tap out the live. Thank you for tapping out the live. We try to get to 10,000 taps within the first 10 minutes. Eden, welcome in. Where the place your head, where that place your head. I'm not sure what that means. Where that place your head. Can you rephrase that? But where are you connecting from? I am in Texas, in the United States. So it's so good to have each and every one of us. Let's tap out the live. Let's tap out. Tap means tap 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 like this. Just the screen non-stop. Basically, that's what that is, right there. So welcome, welcome in, and we're talking about why do high income earners, that could be you, that could be your friend, that could be your family. Why do they still feel financially stuck, or why are they still having financial pressure, right? That's what we want to talk about today. Let's address it because income does not equate wealth. But before we go ahead, let me know where you're connecting from today. I am in Texas, the United States. Do you think income, and the second question, do you think income solves money problem? Yes or no? Do you think income solves money problem? Do you think income solve money problem? Beauty, welcome in. MM, welcome in. Welcome you all in today. And my YouTube community, everyone here, welcome in as well. How are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for tapping out the live and subscribe if you haven't done that. Beauty and Finance Queen said, yes. So you think that money solve money? I mean, you think income solve money problem? Are you a certified financial analyst? I'm a chartered accountant. Okay, I'm an economist. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I have so many things. I'm a serial investor, investing for over close to 2 decades now. All right. I hope that helps you, right? I hope that helps. So you're looking for the right person to that you can learn from professionally. I've been working, I'm a vice president of technology, and I've been working in the corporate America for close to 2 decades. So money gives you option. Yes. So the question, beauty and finance, good point. Beauty and finance, yes, money definitely gives you option. But the question is, do you think income solves money problem? Do you think income solve money problems? Yes or no? Do you think income solve money problems? Right. AK, welcome in. Clarissa, welcome in. Divine, how are you? AK Denver, Astra, welcome in. How are you? Ole, welcome in. How are you doing? Wait a second, Ole. Welcome in and subscribe if you haven't done that. Yeah. So Divine, right now we are teaching, and I could, if you have specific question, you can invite later. Coco, thank you for tapping out the line. The question is, do you think income solve money problems? So that your income, does it solve money problem? Oh, BMW, thank you for responding, and subscribe if you haven't done that. So good to have each and every one of you. Let me know where you're connecting from, by the way. Let me know where you're connecting. Thank you for tapping out the light. Do you think income solve the problem? Do you think yes or no? Put yes or no in the comment. Darlington, Gio, Eden, Divine Wellness. Do you think income solve the problem? Do you think income solve money problem? Yes or no? And also, if you would like to share, also share where you're joining from, and do you think income solve money problem? Yes or no? Solves, but not all. Okay, that's not money. I'm saying income, right? Income. You're from UK. Divine is from UK. Yeah. Okay. Solve some problems. Okay. Awesome. Donald, welcome in. Boston, welcome in. Bruce, welcome in. Welcome everyone. And for my YouTube community, welcome as well. Welcome in. Let me know where you're connecting from. And we're talking about, why are high income earners? Why do they feel broke? Partially. Okay. Adam said partially. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think we're like in between. Mimoy, welcome in. Right. We're saying in between. It's not totally. And you're definitely correct, because everything starts with income. It's what you do with that income. That's what really matters. What you do with the income is what really matters. So you are correct when you say partially, because you are not fully, right? You're totally correct when you say partially or some, right? Because it's when you take that income and you use it judiciously, that is when you realize that you are able to build wealth. But income in itself alone cannot build wealth. Income alone cannot build wealth. So understand that if all that you're doing is and you expect that your payday job, to actually give you income. Thank you so much for the gift, and thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for subscribing as well. Thank you for tapping out the live, and thank you for all that you guys are doing. Absolutely amazing, and happy Monday to you all. So, having said that, right, we understand that money in itself, income in itself cannot build you wealth. Income in itself does not solve all your problem, because yes, income will pay bills, but then do you still have financial pressure after you have paid your bills? The answer is yes, because there's so many other things, because you don't know what's going to happen to that your income tomorrow. 30,000 employees were laid off in Oracle. 17,000 was laid off in Spirit Airline. Another 7,000 was laid off in Meta. I can go ahead with those data. There was Amazon. There was every single company is doing major, and we're not talking hundreds. We're talking of thousands of layoffs. So if income really solves problem, it means that if this income is eliminated, what happens? it means that the money problem, if the income is removed from the equation, what happens? It means that the money problem is there 100%. The money problem is there. So it means that income in itself cannot eliminate that your money problem. What can eliminate the money problem is when you have different options. So you are not just limiting it to that your income alone, that your paycheck alone, because understand that that paycheck might not be there tomorrow. So, and that leads to the first thing that we want to talk about today, right? Because that might be the reason why you're struggling with wealth building. That might be the reason why you're making 100,000, you're making 200,000, you're making 300,000, but you still have financial pressure, right? And let's tap out like, can we get it to 1,000? And for my YouTube community, let us subscribe. If let's subscribe right here. We're talking about why are high income earners, why are they broke? Have you felt this thing? Because it happened to me when I got to the six-figure salary, over, close to 2 decades ago, like 14, 15 years ago. It was the minute I got to six-figure salary, what happened was automatically I started having credit cards, right? Everybody, from Bank of America to Chase to I got the gold, the black card. Everybody was saying that you have qualified for this, you have qualified for that. The minute I got to the 100K, did anybody feel that? Put yes in the comment, or the people that you got to six-figure salary, and that simply started happening to you. Put yes. I mean, just so you know that it's not just you. I just want to, because I have seen this and I see this a lot with my clients as well, where they would say, so at times I would say the six-figure salary, is it a blessing or is it a curse, right? It's a blessing because you prayed for it, but it could be a curse if you mismanage it. Think about it. The reason Matthews welcome in, and let's tap out the life. Can we tap out the life? Let's tap out the life. Divine, Darlington, Edem, Goag, Groovy, Akoi, Ajayi, Ijayi, Matthews. Let's tap out the life. Let's get it going. And let's share the life as well. Press my forehead and power share to all of your friends. That's how you share the life. Here, press out my forehead on the screen and then share out to your content. Thank you so much for the daily at me. Thank you so much for the follow. Check as well if you have not followed. Make sure you are following, because trust me, you have a lot of things. Hey, Nati just also followed. Congratulations and welcome to the $1 Million League. Now you're a part of the millionaires, right? $1 Million, group, right? That's basically what you are right now. Congratulations, because you are on your journey to that, your $1 million. You following that principle, because when you see the MDL simply means $1 Million League. It's not Money Talk with Dr. Lina. This community is $1 Million Leagues, is a community of millionaires, right? Not millionaires in another currency, millionaires in dollars or maybe in pounds, because that's even higher currency, right? Higher conversion. So if that's your goal, that you want to be a part of this community, if you learn all of the steps and you follow this to the letter, I tell you, in 10 years, if there's never a millionaire in your family, you will be that first one. Adiola, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, happy Monday. And we're talking about why are high income earners, why do they feel broke? This is a very, very important topic right now, because in the month of June, we are talking about, so if you are not yet in the high income, you might think that this does not impact you. You are not yet in the six-figure salary. This does not impact you. But guess what? Because you are now part of this family, you do not have any choice than to get to that six-figure income, right? And you understand the reason why in June we're having a wealth building academy. Do you know the reason why it is important that you are in that academy? Because one of the major goals of that academy is to help you increase your income. So if you are already you are aiming to get to $100,000, figure, because that's like if you're part of this community, that's like your starting point, right? Because it starts with your income, then it goes into smart investing, it goes to real estate, then it goes into businesses, then it goes into the financial foundation, right? So that is a whole curriculum. If you follow all of the steps that I just talked about, you get to that $1 million status. And Quit saying that, oh, the millionaires is not possible. Trust me, it is possible. I have done it. Multiple people, most of my clients have done it. So many people. It's so easy. It's just for you to be patient, listen, be coachable, and follow the steps. So it starts with your income. So in June, it's about the income that we are facing, right? Because remember, it starts with that income. And in June, we'll be having the Wealth Building Academy. The Wealth Building Academy is supposed to, it's going to help you. You're going to, how to increase your income without changing whatever right now, without having to take college debt, right? Without having to go back to college, right? As a matter of fact, I increased my income by $30,000 15 years ago, right? Just by this strategy, less than 1,000 in short. As a matter of fact, it was $500, and under 5 months, I was able to increase my income to by $30,000. I moved from top 500 companies, and I moved to technology, moved from corporate finance, and I moved from to technology, rose to the vice position of the vice president. So in June, it is all about how you increase this income. So we're bringing experts like HR directors, doctors as well. We're bringing so someone like the Dr. Fofo heads one of these top 500 companies or globally, right? She'll be there. Dr. O, who is also a clinical, a social worker, and has a clinical therapist in New York with her own private practice, is also going to be there. There is also another Dr. O, who is a AI cybersecurity expert, a director of cybersecurity, would also be there. The reason why you are bringing all of these people, and then Dr. Fatima, who is a doctor. She is in an academia, but she's a director of admissions and scholarships. So how we get scholarships, she's going to be coming to teach that as well. So it's going to be very power packed. You do not have any reason. You want to go in any direction, you are going to get all the help that you need, like the training from HR perspective. So you don't want to miss it. So for you to register is free, but registration is required, right? We have very, very limited. The last training we did, we had 100 seats and it was all gone, right? But this time it's going to be 100, except, things changes. So you want to grab your seat, you would see in my bio, Money Talk with Dr. Lina, nestu.me, / Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Click on it and you'll be able to register that way. It's free, but registration is required. If you want the replay or you want the course after, it's going to be paid. So take the opportunity right now when you can, right? We've not yet, this is just for people in my life who's not yet put the flyers out, because it's going to be really big. We're bringing like 4 doctors, including myself. That's 5. And it might even be 6, right? Just so to help you build that income. So why, and this is why this topic is very important, because if you get to that, it's not that, okay, you will not get to that. When you get to that income, what's going to happen? That's why we need to rewind, and make sure that you already have your mindset already settled. You already have the mindset to be able to manage the skill and the income that would come with that new skill set that you're going to get, right? So it is very important. I always start with the mindset shift. Adam, welcome in again. And let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live so that we can get as many people in here, right? Anybody that you love, right? I always say that when you tap out the live, it is basically, you're showing love. And when you share out the live, it is always showing you're sharing love. You're sharing love. That's what you're doing. You are blessing other people, because you are learning this right now. You will increase your income, because for sure, I tell you, there's no gatekeeping. You will learn how to increase your income. Why don't you want others to also increase their income? Share and tap out the live and share with your friends. Get them all here so that they can come and learn. But now that we already know that we're going to be increasing our income, the next step, Christy baby, welcome in. You disappeared yesterday. Welcome in. Jewel, welcome in as well. So think about it. Now, when you now have this income, the first thing that you would see is that all of this credit card will come. The second thing that will happen is that you think that, okay, now you have arrived. What's going to happen? Oh, your phone went off. That's okay. Welcome back in. How are you doing? Welcome back in. It was explosive yesterday. And for those that missed it, yesterday we talked about family and finance, right? Money in the marriage, how external families or extended families, how they impact the marriage, how they impact the finances, all of those kind of things. We'll also be talking about children, and the position of children and finances in marriage. That's what we're going to be talking about on Sunday next week. Dr. Fatima is going to be talking about everything about scholarship as well. So you don't want to miss next week, 8 p.m. Central Time, next week, Sunday. But now we're talking about why are high income earners, why are they broke? And I will go through it quickly as I can, right? Understanding that now we know that in June, your income is going to go up because you're building new skills at almost close to like zero, cost, right? You'll be learning side hustles, all of those kind of things, anything to grow your income. If that is the issue that you're facing right now, that is what you want to focus on, right? So now, once that income, now we're skipping the step now, assuming that, the income is there. Now, one of the things that would happen is when you have high income, and this is the reason. Uzo, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. What you realize is that, well, thank you so much for the Go Popular. What you realize is that high income earners, the first reason why they feel broke, right? Or you might feel broke or financially pressured, right? Financially pressured is because of something called high income trap. Another set of people would say, lifestyle inflation. Another set of people will call it lifestyle creep. It simply means one thing. It simply means your income is going up, your expenses are following. Nwana, welcome to the $1 Million League. Welcome here. You're now part of the $1 Million family. Welcome, and you're on your way to become a millionaire, right? Just follow the step, follow the principle, and you are on your way right there. Awesome. So the first thing is that high income trap. It simply means lifestyle inflation, a lifestyle script. It just simply means that your income is there and your expenses are chasing it. Your lifestyle is matching up, is matching up with your income. So what does that mean? It simply means that income is $1,000 or $10,000, right? And then expenses is $1,001, or your expenses is $950, or income is $200,000, your expense is $195,000. That is what it simply means. It just means that you have lifestyle inflation, right? That's big, and that is one of the biggest reasons why the high income earners oh, no worries. Yeah, but the high income earners, one of the reasons, let's tap out the life, let's power share, let's tap out the life. And subscribe if you haven't done that on the YouTube channel, for my YouTube community. Let me know where you're connecting from. Welcome in. So the thing about it is high income comes in, you get that salary increase. Guess what? You change your lifestyle. You get a new car. You get a pay raise. What happens? You change your apartment, right? You get another, you change your job. What happens? Automatically, now you start going on expensive vacation and the ones that you cannot afford, and then you build a lot on your credit card. So lifestyle inflation, all of the expensive cars, because now you think that, because I'm now making six-figure salary. Now I need to buy a Mercedes. And now I'm not a Mercedes league. No. You should be a $1 million league, right? Because trust me, it is not about your pocket. It's not about how you look. It's about what is in your account. You'd rather look, I always say something that you'd rather look minimal, but then have millions in your pocket, have millions in investment. That's the way it should be, right? That's the way it should be. And thank you for tapping out the live, sharing out the live, getting the gift gallery as well. And of course, click on the click on the connect button, follow button, and right there, Wanda Sanders, welcome in. Thank you so much for doing that. Christy, thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. Expensive cars, right? Luxury pressure. Now you want to suddenly buy all of the Gucci, all of the big names, Louis Vuitton, MS, because you feel that, now I earn 200,000, I have arrived. No, right? That's part of the reason why High income earners, right? That's part of the reason why they are actually feeling broke. That's how they are broke, because the expenses is way more than the income, right? Or the expenses is matching, is close to their income. They don't have anything in savings, right? Because all of their savings, they're in the shoes, they're in the purse, there is in those, all of those they're in all of those, new things, right? All of the latest designers, right? That's their investment. Unfortunately, those are liabilities. They put so much effort on depreciating lifestyle liability instead of appreciating cash flowing asset. Welcome in everyone, and happy Monday everyone, right there. Christy, thank you so much for that. So luxury pressure, image spending, right? People spending unnecessarily, you are spending just so you can boost your image, right? Now you have arrived, you earn six-figure salary, you're showing yourself, right? Image spending. That's the other thing. Another thing is rewarding yourself, right? The culture of, you know what, I need to eat the fruit of my labor. No, I need to eat the fruit of my labor. I work hard, I deserve this. Yes, I agree that you deserve it. I agree that you work hard. I agree, right? But instead of you immediately eating that fruit of labor, what do? Put it as a seed, right? Put it as a seed in the ground, and then it's going to germinate. What's going to happen? It's going to germinate, and when it germinates, guess what is going to happen? What's going to happen more is that you would realize that you are getting more money. It's not just going to be that your six-figure salary anymore. It's going to also be, the money from your seed, your money now working for you. Your money working for you. Let's tap out the live. Welcome in everyone that just joined. Welcome in. Click on the follow button. Click on the connect button. Connect if you haven't connected, because this is the $1 million league. This is a family and a community of millionaires. If your goal is, or you aspire to be a millionaire in dollars, right, then you are in the right place, following the right strategy, right? We're following the right strategy and being patient, following the process, you would get there. We always commit a space of 10 years, even 45 years, people do not get to the $1 million status. But here, that's what we're saying. Following the step, you will get there. So your goal is to become a millionaire in dollars, right? Then you want to be a part of this community. Welcome in. Happy Monday. And we're talking about, why do high income earners, why are they broke? And we just talked about the high income trap. That's what we're talking about right now. Thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live, getting the gift registry, getting your daily at me if you haven't, and you have found this very valuable, then make sure you're getting the daily at me. It just shows that you find this place valuable. All right. Perfect. Awesome. And I don't even know why it's not allowing me. All right, so rewarding yourself, like I said, by you rewarding yourself, investing, not by you buying the next big shoe or whatever. Rewarding yourself. As a matter of fact, I encourage it, but my encouragement is for you to use it to buy investment. So I always call it pay yourself first. How do you pay yourself first? You use it towards investment. High income earners would always upgrade everything, because you think that you can afford it now, because you think that, oh, you have a credit card, you have 5 credit cards, each of them have 20,000 credit card limit on it. That's 100,000. But guess what? That 100,000 does not include all of your bills, right? So that's why some people start accumulating unnecessary debt on the credit card, right? Upgrading everything. You typically things that you would not do normally. Now, because you think that, oh, you know what, I'm above I'm in my 6-figure life, right? Era, let me start buying everything. That is the biggest issue that a lot of us get to face. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for sharing the live, and of course, getting your daily at me right there. Awesome. So the bigger the income, the bigger the financial, if there is no system. So how do you fix this? You need to ensure that there is a system in place, because at times it's not that you do not want to do it, but you want to do it. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. That's why you need to have a system, right? What is that system? We're going to be talking about this. So question to each and every one of us here, right? Question: have you seen this happen, whereby you would see, income goes up, and of course expenses follow. You change your lifestyle. There is, like, there is, high income trap. Have you seen that? Put yes or no in the comment. Have you had a situation, or it could be you, that your income went up, you got promoted, or you suddenly change your job and you see that, okay, now I've arrived? Put yes in the comment. Put yes or no in the comment. Put yes or no in the comment. You have, either you have experienced it or you are going through it. Put yes or no. Oh, you have not. Okay, you have not. All right. Christy said no. Any other person? Because I have seen, right? Even me, when I got into the six-figure salary, I did say, oh, you know what? I have arrived. All of a sudden, I wanted Audi Q7, right? A car of 80 something thousand, or how much was it then, many years ago? Yes. Okay. And them say yes. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you did not understand. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. But you understand that. Okay. Yes. So it happens to everybody. Trust me. Once your salary goes up like that, even if it's 50,000, even if it's 10,000 or 1,000, you increase, or you change your lifestyle, you would increase those expenses, right? But guess what? That's the reason why a lot of people, get trapped when their income, as their income is increasing. Lavelle, welcome in. How are you doing? Now, the second thing why high income earners, why they feel broke. Hey, the real J Slim, welcome to the $1,000,000 family. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to you. You just joined the community of millionaires. Millionaires, if you're already there, then you are scaling, you're increasing it to multi-millions. And then if you are not yet there, right, be ready to get there, right? Just follow the principle, stick with the principles and the steps and all of that, and you'll be there in no time. Congratulations to you for joining the $1,000,000 League. Awesome. Now, the second reason why high income earners feel broke is because income alone fails. All right, let us think. Income alone fails. And let's tap out the live, share out the live, invite your friends. Let's tap out the live. Welcome in everyone, and they welcome in Krista Baby. Thank you for doing that. Divine Darlington, let's invite our friends. Tap out the live. Edem, Gordon, Gogostin, DJ, the real Justice Slim, Faith Changers, Weasley's. Yeah, let's tap out the live, share out the live, and of course, look at the gift gallery, get the daily at me, and of course, connect if you have not connected. There's no reason, except you don't like millions, right? That's the only reason why you will not be connecting at this point. Christy Baby, thank you so much for doing that. DK, welcome in as well. So, the thing, like I said, is that income alone fails. Income alone fails. What do I mean? What do I mean by this? Because unfortunately, whatever I just said right now is against what we were told, is against what the society told us. So you have to unlearn this and relearn, right? You have to unlearn what you have learned, which is go to school, get a good job, buy a house, and life will be good, right? Go to school, get a job, and of course life will be good. But how is that happening? How is that working out? Because you realize that even at that, you're still financially pressured. You're still not having financial peace, right there. So those are really the things that may it be. So income alone fails, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you so much, Christy. Great to be back again. Thank you so much for doing that, for moderating. You need to come back and mod the more. You need to come back and mod the more. And for my YouTube community, if you haven't connected, subscribe, do that right there. Let me know where you're connecting from. We're talking about why are high income earners, why do they feel broke? And let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Invite our friends over, and everyone that is there. Welcoming. So good to have you. So income alone fails. What do I mean by this? That's because income does not equal wealth. Let me say, welcome in. Income does not equal wealth. Right. Yeah. Income does not equal wealth. It doesn't. Unfortunately, we all have this mindset that income equals wealth. It doesn't, right? The same way we say that wealth, we always say that money equals wealth. Money does not equal wealth. Money is just one type of wealth. There is other types of wealth, including the peace wealth. There's the time wealth, ability to live life at your own terms. There's health wealth, and there's peace wealth. Those are the different types of wealth. But in this case, income does not equal wealth. What do I mean by this? Think about it. Your income, if your income, think about it, if that income is not there, what happens? You are not building wealth. But building wealth doesn't require, shouldn't be dependent on anything. Shouldn't be dependent on you trading your time. Shouldn't be dependent on if you are there or not, right? If you are there or not, your wealth should still stand. Your peace wealth should still stand. Your time wealth should still stand. Your money wealth should still stand. And of course, your health wealth should still stand. But if your income is not there, if your 9 to 5 is not there, in this case, we're talking about that your 9 to 5 income. If it's not there, what happens? If your wealth stop or your wealth is inhibited or is limited because your income is not there, then there is a problem. So that's the reason why income does not equal wealth. So, and because income can stop at any time, we saw it with Oracle employees, 30,000 employees. We saw it with Spirit Airlines, 17,000 employees. Income can stop at any time. So, I mean, we know that we are praying it doesn't stop, but it does happen, right? So that's the reason why you cannot build your wealth only on income. So income does not build wealth. However, what you do with this income, right? Income does not equal wealth. But what you do with this income can lead to wealth. All right? And you're like, Dr. Lina, what are you saying, right? It's the same. Wealth, right, does not bring about income. I mean, it's what you do with this income that will bring about wealth, that could lead to wealth. Because you have income does not automatically means that you're wealthy. But if you take care of what you do with this income might now determine if you become wealthy or not. All right. Can we get the let's tap out the life. Let's get our daily share of the life, right? Let me break this down. Think about it, active income only. Think about it. You have just active income only. What can happen is that if that active income is there, active simply means that if you are not there, money is not coming in. It's already 1:42 Central Time right now. So if you are started work at 8 a.m. right now, you've already done 5 hours, 42 minutes, almost 6 hours, right? That's what you would have done, right? In terms of you trading your time for money. So that is meaning that you have actively worked, traded your life for it, and they are going to give you money for it. Now, it means that if you are not there, if you have not been there for the past 6 hours, what's going to happen? I mean, if it's not vacation, paid vacation, which is technically still your time, what's going to happen? It means that you will not be paid. So it means anything that stops your wealth, whenever you are not there, that means that you are not building wealth, or you cannot build wealth around that system. All right. So active income only will not build you wealth. Okay. No asset ownership. That's the other thing when it comes to, high income owners not building wealth. One is active income only. They always just focus on, I'm making 200,000, I'm making 300,000. That's it. Guess what? If that income suddenly stops, what's going to happen? Wealth stops. Lifestyle cannot be funded. People, as a matter of fact, I saw one of my tenants that have been working for 25 years with IBM. Last year, got laid off, and within 2 months, he could not pay his rent. So what that means is that he has been solely dependent on an active income. When that active income ended, what happened? Wealth ended, lifestyle ended, everything, big boy and big girl, syndrome ended, or humility started. So the other thing is that no asset ownership, right? That's the other thing. If you do not have other streams of income, it's just one stream. right? It's just that your income alone, you are not building wealth. Because think about it, there's something more that your 500,000 income is additional stream of income. Another 20,000 on top of that is more than your 500,000 income. If you get another layer of another 50,000, another stream of income, that is more than that your $500,000. Even the 500,000 is a lot of money, right? So multiple streams of income, no asset ownership. That's one of the reasons, because that's why you would see HR pass behind your back and you're already having out palpitation. You are sweating because you don't know if you are the next person that they're going to tap on the shoulder to go have that dreadful conversation with. And that's why you do not want to fight, and that's impacting your health well, because it's impacting your mental health. So one other thing why the high income earners are not building wealth, right? Of course their health wealth, of course their money wealth, is the fact that no asset ownership. So you need to have asset, which is another stream of it. Can we tap out the life? Can we tap out the life? Let's tap out the life heavily. Can we Divine Darlington, the real Jesslyn, Gajum, Gustin Aldo. And if you have not connected, connect right now, like follow, if that's what it means, and share out the life, tap out the life. Let's tap out the life heavily. Let's get it to 4,000. Can we get it to 4,000? Natalia, welcome in. NP, welcome in. Let's tap out the life. Thank you so much for doing that. Tapping is just like this. Just tap the screen. It costs you nothing. It costs you just your fingers. If you have your tapper, use it as well. Just tap all the way. I know we are all locked in. Whenever I'm teaching, it's always like that. We are locked in, with our pens. Real Rally, welcome in. And make sure that you check that if you have not connected, make sure you check the follow button to make sure that you click on the connect button right there. Share the live as well with your friends and family. Let's power share. Press my forehead on the screen, right? Push it. Your contact comes in, and then you share with all of them. Let them come and learn, right? You might just be a lifesaver. You might just be a lifesaver right there for you, because you are also blessing them the same way you are learning some things right here. So no asset ownership. So you want to ensure that the asset ownership, guys, can you see the numbers are increasing as you are tapping? That's why it's very helpful. It just brings more people from the FYP, and it shows that you're finding this place valuable. So please always tap out the life. It costs you nothing, just your fingers, right? Non-stop, always do that. And I really, really appreciate that. It's just so much we can have more people come and learn this, right? Enough of people working so hard for 45 years and still having to retire, but they cannot retire. So no asset ownership. That's the other thing, right? And we're going to be talking about, first, we're trying to identify the reason why high income earners are not building wealth. Then once we understand that, then we will tell us what is the remediation. Remember, Dr. Lina will give you the solution. It is not just tell you about, Opa, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, it is not just about building it. It's not just about telling you the problem, right? Not diagnosing the issue, right? But then I'm also going to give you solutions. So you want to stick around. Tap out the light. Victoria, welcome in. How are you doing today? Follower show, welcome in. Tap out the light, share out the light, get your daily admin, connect if you haven't done that, because this community is $1 million community, and you want to get to that status, then you are in the right place. Fire, welcome in. Awesome. Yeah, let's tap out the light. Let's share out the light. Can we get it to 5,000 heavily? Let's power tap. Get it to 5,000 as quickly as we can, so we can get so many other people. Come, Fifi, welcome in. Lenfi or Lenzi, welcome in as well. Welcome everyone, and happy Monday to everyone. We're talking about why are income earners, because you will get there if you are not even there, and if you're already there, why are you feeling financially stressed even with that high income, 6-figure salary? Yeah, and you're still feeling stressed. Adesha, welcome in. So no asset ownership, active income only, just one stream of income. Another thing is that no investment. You don't have your 401k, you don't have your Roth IRA, you don't have your ISA for my people in UK, you don't have TFSA for my people in Canada, you don't have your retirement funds account for my people in Africa. You will be financially stressed. So those are not and you have that, but then you don't have the brokerage account. You don't have you don't even know anything about investing. That's the reason, because you don't have anything in the safety net. You don't have anything such that you're just living by the day. You're just living by paycheck, something called paycheck. So you're always at the edge. that what if something happens to this my income tomorrow? What's going to happen? What if this money doesn't come tomorrow? You are always at the edge, and that's the reason why you're financially pressured, right? That's the reason. And the other thing is that one, like I said, one stream of income, you do not have cash flow. Cash flow comes from asset. So it's always like this. I always thought this is my triangle. It comes from your income. You put some of it towards lifestyle, then you put some majority of it towards asset. This asset is going to give you cash flow, and then you fund this lifestyle. That's how you build your life, right? If you start doing it that way, you'd realize that you will be more financially free. You will be less financially pressured, and you would see that you will no longer be broke because you are having a system. Tegai, welcome in, and everyone that's here, welcome in. Let's tap out the life. Can we power tap again? Let's power tap. Let's get it to 5,000. Thank you so much for doing that. Opal, Divine, Darlington, The Real, Jesus Slim, Guadra, Opal, Augustine, Aldo, Fifi, DJ, Makasa. Let's tap out the life. Makasha, welcome in. Tap out the life. Share out the life to your friends and family. How are you all doing? So let me understand. This is the framework that you follow. You send me a message. Okay, I'll check it, Opal. I'll check the message. Yeah, I will. I have not. I've been trying to catch up. There's one of my videos on Instagram. It's almost at 200,000. It's been getting a lot of messages. So yeah, and we are also planning for the World Building Academy. So that is taking a lot of my time. Yeah, but I'll take a look at it. Yeah, sorry for the Kawenja. Welcome in. Let's tap out the life. Awesome. Let's get it to 10,000 as quickly. So think about it. This is the framework that I follow. Understand this. Remember, I told you I'll tell you the solution. The solution, right? Understanding that all of this is a problem. We understand that income alone will not do it. Income alone will not build wealth. So this is the step that I follow. Income, right? It starts with income. Then it goes to assets. So you take some of your income. Remember the triangle. You put some of it on your you put some of your income. Ideally, I say 30 to 50%. And I lose a lot of people when I say 30 to 50% because they're like, oh, I'm still struggling right now. It's okay, right? It is okay. But I tell you something, we will be doing the media challenge in June. And one of the things that I want us to do, I would want you to follow it to the letter. Reason why I'm saying this is, if you follow it to the letter, you'd realize that there's some expenses that you are incurring right now that you do not need, right? And if you follow it, you'll be able to realize that, oh, this is where the gap is. This is, oh, Maka said, congratulations. Welcome to the $1 million family. $1 million family. We have another millionaire in the house in another 10 years. If you're not yet there, right, you'll be there, or even less, right? But then if you're already there, you're having multi-million right there. Congratulations. Welcome. And thank you for the daily admin right there as well. So now it is, it starts with that income, right? Income. That's why we're teaching everything Wealth Building Academy in June. So I will show you how to register. It's free. It's a free training where we're bringing, educators that will tell you how to increase your income without having to go take student loan. Even if you have to go to college, we are bringing college, the people that give the scholarship, like Dr. Fatima is coming. I'm super excited. Works with UCSA, is the director of academics and scholarships, right? Admissions and scholarships. So she's coming to teach you how you would get those scholarships for free. And then we're going to bring some HR directors as well, like Dr. Fofo, to come, AI cybersecurity expert, to teach you that skill. Bringing clinical therapists, social workers, if you want to go into that field. I'm still trying to confirm if we can have some nurse practitioner, like DNPs that would come, or people in the medicine. So we can have everyone. If I'm talking finance, they're talking about their different field. So you don't want to miss that, right? It starts with that, your income. So if you're not in your 6-figure era, you're about to get there. You are about to get there. Congratulations, because just make sure you connect, so you're watching because so that you don't miss out on it. And I will show you exactly where I know an NP. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I do. I have a DNP. Dr. Amino is DNP. He just needs to confirm. He's busy right now. He's also a professor. He teaches nurses, right? He teaches nurses clinicals in the university, in the college. So he just needs to confirm. I'm just waiting. Otherwise, if we don't bring that, we'll bring Dr. Fade. Dr. Fade is in Atlanta. So she would, one of them, right? Still, I'm just considering either we should bring a nurse practitioner or we should actually bring a medical doctor. So, but yeah, I'm just looking for people that have a different background and they were able to convert to another background so that if you want to switch, they will tell you their experiences, how they switched. Like Dr. Fofo is the HR director, right? She moved, she's a pharmacist, but guess what? She's an head of HR, right? So those are the kind of people. But yeah, you can definitely share the name. That would be great if they are willing to also to be a part of it. So now, having said that, it starts with your income, right? Then the next stage is you're going to take 30% of that your income. Remember, I'm enabling you already to increase that income. But when you increase that income, it is not for lifestyle. All right, it is not for lifestyle. That income, you're going to delay the gratification. It's not going to be to buy the car. You're going to use it to do something called asset, which is the next layer. This is now we building wealth. Remember, we said income does not build wealth. Remember, now this is the missing layer. That's the reason why income does not build wealth. Income, you now have assets in real estate, assets in in stocks, assets in ETFs specifically, assets in businesses like like the laundromat, like the vending machine, like the UPS store, all of those kind of assets of that nature. Asset puts money in your pocket, right? It puts money in your pocket because now what you're doing is you're transferring some of this your income, ideally 30 to 50%, right, of it, and you're putting it into asset. When you put it into asset, what is it going to do? It means that if this income is not there, asset is going to be working for you. It means that you are not trading your time for money anymore. You are trading your time for money, but it is not to fund lifestyle. It is not to do anything. It is just, you are just still building wealth, right? You are using it to build capital for asset. When you use it to build capital, asset is now, think about it as your little minions, your robots working for you. That's what asset is. You remember, it's just you right now. You have worked is a 6-hour shift. You would have worked 6-hour shift if you are Central Time. Started from 8, right? You would have worked 6-hour shift now, right? Now think about somebody else. The money that you earn for the 6 hours, right? Let's say you earn $100 an hour. $100 an hour. That's $600. Now imagine a million or an image of yourself doing the same thing, getting another $600 or getting $50 an hour, getting $300. Right? You are not the one working. Guess who is working? It is your money. The money that your 30% to 50%, you put it towards assets. These assets are now doing another work for you. And it gets to a point where they even make more money for you than even what you as an individual you can even do. That's basically it. So, and that's where you want to get to. And that's where when you hear me to say, you work because you want to work, not because you have to work to pay bills. Right? That's where you want to get to. And that is when you can, guess what? Buy back your time, get the freedom, build your peace wealth, build your health wealth, build your time wealth, ability to live life at your own terms, and then you are building generational wealth. Right? So that's it. And then you have control over it because unlike this one, which is your active income, you don't have control over it. Third Oracle employees, right? Spirit Airline, Meta, all of them. You don't have control over it, but here you have control over it because it's your money that is now doing the job. Yes, we might say the stock market might go up, might go down, but then it's still going up. We see that it's at all-time high right now, right? It's going up. Omowumi, welcome in. So income, then the next thing is asset. Now when you have this asset is going to generate what? BCO, welcome in. It's not going to generate what? Tonya, welcome in. Is going to generate what? Something called cash flow. Cash flow. Income will generate salary. Asset will generate cash flow. Cash flow is what your asset is going to be bringing, right? You don't have to work, but the asset is going to, this one is going to work for the rest of your life. and then it works beyond you. That's what they call generational wealth, right? Think about it. The Rockefeller family. Think about the owners of, all this. I mean, Walmart is now public traded, right? I believe so, but all of these companies that or businesses that have been there generations, even it's not handed over to the sixth generation, right? It's now the asset. If you do not sell a property, it will be there. It will go to your children. If the children doesn't sell it, your children's children will be there, right? Those are the things. BCO, welcome to the $1 Million League. And you're part of the millionaires right now. So we're changing that mindset. If you're not yet a millionaire, then you know that you're on that journey, right? You are on that journey. Just follow the principle and you are on your way there. 10 years or less is what we'll say. Even though 45 years, people don't get there. But 10 years or less, follow the principle, stick around, and you will see that you will get there. And we're not saying $1 million in another million in another currency. We're talking about million in dollars. Teflon, welcome in. So connect if you want to be a part of this community. You want to build. You want to be the first person to be the millionaire in your family. Then you're in the right place. I don't know. Just make sure you connect and follow the steps. We do trainings. We do live trainings. We do live teaching, and you would. Those are ways for you to get opportunities to get to start building wealth. I believe you have learned one or two things right now, right? That don't spend all your income, put some of them towards assets. Then assets are going to give you cash flow. And what is going to happen? Because now you can decide to work because you want to work. Tariq, welcome in. You can decide to work because you want to work, or you decide not to work. Loyena Fashion, welcome in. Yeah, you work because you want to work. And what are you going to get? Financial freedom. Freedom is the goal. I always say freedom is the goal. So even if you're earning $1 million a month and then you're spending 12 hours or 15 hours every day working, and you are not still financially free. Somebody that is not, that is making $200,000 and does not have to work is more financially free than somebody with 1 million and his spending lifestyle is, 1 million. The other person is financially free than the person with the $1 million. So that's why I always say it is not the money. The money is not the goal. Money is just a tool towards achieving the goal. And what is the goal? The goal is financial freedom. I love myself. I love myself too, kid. Kitty, welcome in. I love myself. Welcome in. Rena, welcome in. Let's step out the life. You're just connecting. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm Doctor of Business and Technology. I help you turn down your 9-to-5 income into real wealth through things like income, your skill set, through the next pillar, 4 pillars of wealth creation, your income. Next is smart investing. The third is, real estate. The fourth is, of course, businesses. And of course, we have the financial fortress, financial literacy, financial discipline, financial planning, and of course the goal is financial freedom. Follow this principle and you will see yourself get to that $1 million status in less than 10 years. So you want to make sure you connect. If you have not connected, follow. If you haven't done that, get your daily admin, share out the life, invite your friends that you love, invite your your spouses, let them come and learn. Let them come and learn, and you see your financial life change. And life is already changing here. This is about transformation. This is a movement, right? Miriam, welcome in. This is a movement. This is beyond, TikTok life or somebody trying to sell. This is a movement. I am Dr. Lina. Myself, I am building wealth, through all of this method. The P5, welcome in, and thank you all. Thank you for tapping out the life. The P5, I hope you got the message I sent to you about you getting your stocks back in Africa, and I hope you have executed. Let me know that you have executed. Let me know if you found it helpful or if you need any other thing. My condolences again. Okay. Yeah, I sent it to you on IG. And for those that are wondering, on IG, I am Money Talk with Dr. Lina on IG as well. Even I had a larger following right there. And on YouTube, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. Subscribe, because today, as a matter of fact, I'm releasing the latest long form 10 minutes video. You don't want to miss that video. It's long form, 10 minutes, and it's a whole teaching. You don't want to really miss it. The wealth orders that you don't want to miss. Okay. So in terms of this income, asset, cash flow, freedom, which of the stage are you? Are you just still in your income paying bills? or have you started investing in assets, and as your assets started cash flowing, or you just started it, or are you in the stage of financial freedom? You're already there, right? There. Which stage are you when it comes to the income, the wealth building stage? Are you in the income stage? Put one. Asset stage, put two. Cash flow stage, put three. And freedom stage, which is the other end, put four. You welcome to the P5. You welcome. Let me know. Review it. Let me know. I believe you have everything that you need there, but if you still need more, let me know. In the year, Boone. Welcome in. How are you doing? And if you have not connected, connect. Tap out the like. Can we tap out the like? Can we get it to 10,000? Get your daily at me. Look at the gift gallery as well. And if you can do Go Populars, it gets us on the FYP as well. It costs you all 1 cent. 1 cent. And for all of the people that have already done their daily admin, make sure you claim back your points before we leave this live. It's one of the, I call it the ISROI on TikTok. Is the ISROI. You use 1 cent, then you get 30 points. So I just also learned that. So make sure you claim the point. You will find it right here. So if you get your daily admin, 1 cent is what it costs you, and then but you get 30 points. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you for eating the gift gallery, the P5. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's tap out the live, share the live. And question is, in what stage of wealth are you? Are you in the income stage, meaning that all that you're doing which right now is your income? Makasia, welcome back in. We missed you yesterday. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome in, and everyone tapping out the live. Welcome, and sharing out the live. If you have not connected, do that. So what stage are you? Income, or are you just using your income and paycheck right now, or have you started using some of your income towards asset, like have your 401k, your Roth IRA, your stock market, your real estate, your businesses, and as that started generating cash flow, or you're just in the building phase, or you are on the other end, which is financial freedom, because you have already gone through this flow. Put 1 for income, 2 for assets, 3 for cash flow, 2. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, and there's no wrong or right answer, guys. No right or wrong answer. You are in the right place. It's just for me to know, just so I can know how to support you, especially for my $1 Million League family. Beatrice, welcome in. And if you're wondering what the $1 Million League is, just click on the follow button. You would see, can you see, and get your daily admin. You see MDL right there. That is $1 Million League. It's the league of people that are focused on getting to the $1 Million status in less than 10 years or less, following the principles that we teach here in this community, right? Last month we had how to buy your real estate in 90 days. This month we have the smart investing workshop, how you can invest smartly in the stock market without you losing money, even with protection layer, right? We know that there's the risk in the stock market, but at least whenever you're making sure that your money is protected, protection layer. Then the third one, we are having the Wealth Building Academy. All those trainings are free, by the way, but registration is required. You will find the link in my bio, nestu.me/MoneytalkwithdrLina right there, and you'll be able to register. It's free, but registration is required. Last time we had 100 people registered, and over that number, people still wanted to register, but unfortunately for them, the class was already full. So this time you want to register early before we even start putting it out there, putting the flyers and all of the discussion out there. That's why I give the opportunity to people that are already in my community, in the people that are in my life, so that they do not, you don't struggle, because right now we are close to half of those, of the class already that's already registered, and we are just started, and we're bringing about four to 6 doctors, including myself, either 5 of us or 6 of us. At least I have seen, including myself, 4 people already confirmed, just waiting for the nurse practitioner or the medical, for the people that want to go into the field of nursing, or the people that want to go into the field of medicine, right? We're talking about scholarships, all of those. How can you increase your income without paying a lot out of your pocket, not incurring college debt? That's what we're talking about. Like I said, thank you for tapping out the light. Let's tap out the light. Can we get it to 10,000? We'll be wrapping up quickly. Yeah, can't speak English. Yeah, you will be wrapping up quickly, right? Quickly. Yeah. So let's tap out. Can we power tap? Can we, every one of us, can we power tap? Let's get it to 10,000 or as much as Acacia, Divine, Dalinti, Opal, Augustine, Queen, Everbright, Aldo, Mary. Yeah. And if you check, if you have not connected, if you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you check. I know that happens to me sometimes that I totally forget that I'm enjoying it so much and I do not click on the follow button. Make sure you click on the follow button so that you are a part of the $1 million community and you do not miss out on all of the good things that we do here, building wealth the right way. Yeah, and get your daily admin, share the live, click on the notification bell. I might still come up tonight again. So you want to turn on the notification bell. We'll be talking about what topic is that. We're talking like the accounts that you have, like the breakdown, right? That's what, because I am going to be involving the IG community. Ajay, welcome in. Olegs, welcome in. And thank you all for tapping out the live. You guys are doing amazing. Mama, welcome in. Makase, thank you. And everyone tapping out the live. Emmanuel, welcome in. Thank you for sharing the live. Can you see the numbers are going up right now? Just because we are all heavy tapping. That's what happens. That's when we tell, that's how you tell the algorithm that you're finding this valuable. So you're doing DJ seriously, welcome in, right? You see that whenever you sit there and you're not doing anything, right, it doesn't help. Thank you so much all for tapping out the light. Can you see the numbers are going up? So please always tap out the light. That's the only thing that you can give back to, to this community, because more people are going to come in and they would learn. I find it, like I said, I'm giving back to the society. This is almost like a CSR to me, right? The more people I'm able to reach, the more me achieving my goals, right? Right there. So thank you for topping out the live. If you have Go Popular, it costs you 1 cent as well. That also makes this live Go Popular. Can you see? Then we can be able to move leagues. When we move leagues, more people would come. Algorithm would automatically push more people here. And then they come and learn the same effort that it takes to teach 15 people. That's the same effort that would take to teach 200 people. And of course, 200 people equals, at least, even if it's 50%, people becoming millionaire, crime will be reduced, poverty will be reduced, right? Which is my goal. That's my only two way of giving back. Reduction in poverty will lead to reduction in crime rate. All right. So what are the silent killers, right? And for those that are just joining, we're talking about why are high income earners, why do they feel broke? It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be high income and you are making income, but you still feel broke from, you are living paycheck to paycheck. This is for you, right? Now, what are the silent wealth killers? Number one is debt, right? There's something that they say that a lender, a borrower, the person that borrows is a slave to the borrower, the person that gives the money. The borrower is a slave to the lender, right? So the thing, or vice versa, Adamo, welcome in. So the thing about it is that debt, right, takes a lot from you, because think about it, like example, credit cards. Credit card is about 27%. Oh, thank you so much for the roses. I love that. Thank you so much. Debt is about the credit card interest rate that you don't pay, that crosses the next billing cycle. You are paying 27% at times. You're paying 27%, you are paying 25%. Let me tell you what that means. It means that for every $100, right? Every $100 that you are using on that credit card that you don't pay within the billing cycle, it means that you're paying 25%. It means that 25% per annum, right? That is $25. That's what it means. That $25, right? You would also still now divided it by 12. That's how much you are paying for every $100. So think about it that way. Whenever you see those APR, APY, it's taking a lot of money from you. So use your credit. Why I encourage people, you can use your credit card because it helps you to build your credit. There's a form of protection, because if there is a fraud on your debit card, it takes a lot of time for it to be taken care of, right? right? Which affects your finances. But then if you use credit card, you tell them, they will do the investigation. It's none of your problem. The other thing is that, you get some little rewards. I mean, the reward is not even important, but it's a little money, right? Right there. Oh, somebody said one. Okay, income. All right. So, Macasia, we need to move you forward to the freedom, right? So, we need to start focusing on the asset. We need to focus on, okay, I got it. I think it's the rules that you put in there that says one. I thought you were just responding to my question earlier. Yeah, but thank you so much. And let's tap out the live. Radiance, welcome in. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get it to 10,000 quickly so that people can come and learn. We can all come and learn. Thank you so much for doing that for everyone that is here. And we're talking about, why do high income earners, why do they, why do they feel financially pressured? Trey Pond, welcome in. And everyone that has just joined the P5, thank you for tapping on the live. So why? Now we're talking about the silent wealth killers. Your debts, those credit card, those payday loans, any loan that is above 10%, any loan above 10% is taking a lot from you, right? It's taking, so aside mortgage and maybe a little bit of car note, debt is one of the biggest wealth killers. So you want to ensure that you pay it within the billing cycle. Use it like a debit card. If you don't have that money in the accounts, please don't swipe the card. So keep it in mind. Money not in the account, no swipe. Money not in the account, no swipe. Because guess what? If you don't have that credit card, what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? You will not die. So that's the thing. You won't die. So that is the thing. You will not die. So the thing, don't have it like that. Think about it. I don't have the card. I do not have the card. So if the money is not in the card, in the account, do not spend. Use it like a debit card, right? The misuse credit card is good. The misuse of it is what is bad. The misuse of it is what is bad, right? If all that you do is you use it for your groceries, use it for gas, and then you're paying it, then Yakubu will manage. Well, exactly. I get you, Queen. Yes, you will manage. Yes, you manage. But because you have credit card, all of a sudden you think that you have access to flood of money. You do not. It's debt. Why would you want to go and buy? You're buying things on Amazon that you do not need. You're buying things on Titi Shop. I know Titi Shop, but no, Titi would not like this one. But it's the reality. I will protect my community first, right? Yeah, I will protect my community first. Yeah. That's the reality, because there was one of my community members, she will soon be here, right? That she said that since the day she met me, that every single week, there's never 1 week that she's not buying something on Titi. And the reason why she's thought that since she met me, she has not bought in about 2 or 3 weeks, right? So that's why I always refer to that. But why are you spending your credit card, right? If you have the money, that's a different thing. Even when you have the money, go and invest it. So debt is the first thing. The other thing that I want us to look into, so you can take note of all those things that I'm saying. Look into your debt. As a matter of fact, we have mid-year challenge in June. And that's part of the things we're going to be discussing. Mid-year challenge is going to force you. All these things that I'm saying, you're going to be executing it every day. You're going to look at that, your credit card. The next thing that you will be looking at is your subscription. Those things that you're going to be checking your account. As a matter of fact, one of the exercises you will do is you're going to take your statement for 2 months, and we'll do it in June as part of the media challenge. You're going to take your statement for 2 to 3 months, and you're going to check all of the expenses right there, and you look at it. Then you would see some subscription that you did not know that existed. When I started doing it years ago, I realized that I had audibles that I was not using. All those car wash that you've not taken your car there, right? All of those subscription. You have Hulu, you have Netflix, you have Netflix, you have all of the. Thank you so much for the daily at me, Makesa. Thank you for that, and welcome. You just also welcome to be part of the family. So all of those kind of and guess what? You are doing morning shift, afternoon shift, and you are doing night shift. So when are you watching that Netflix? And then you still have AT&T and you have Xfinity. You still have all of those ones on top of it. You still have all of that. You have Netflix, Hulu, and whatever. Come on, keep it to one. right? Keep it to one, right? Those are the subscriptions. Those are the things that are silently killing your wealth. I might think that, oh, but Dr. Lina is $20. $20. Put that $20 into investing every month. All that it takes you to max out your Roth IRA and get to part of the millionaire status when you get to your retirement. Guess how much you need in a month? You need $625. So $20 here, $20 here, $20. Even if it's for you to just do $100 and cancel 5 subscriptions, that's the money that you are looking for that you say you don't have to invest. So subscription is the other thing. The third thing was what I mentioned earlier, lifestyle creep. Salary comes in, you get a salary increase. What happens next? You automatically also start increasing your lifestyle. Suddenly you remember that, oh, you know what? This is the car of my dream. Let me enjoy the fruit of my labor. Obina, welcome. Michelle, welcome in. Connect if you haven't connected. We're talking about why are our income earners, why are they broke? And we're on the silent wealth killers. 1, we talked about debts. 2 is subscription, lifestyle creep. You get that bonus and you already, in short, you already spent it. As a matter of fact, everybody's party, every single weekend, you are there, right? You are there. And you're not just there only to eat. You are there with most expensive, all of the different outfits that they would sew, and it's, you know what, and you are not the bride. You are even more looking, you are more expensive than the bride. You spend more money than the bride. Come on now. But in your account, you only have, at the end of the month, you only have $100 in there. But then you are already wearing all your assets. Yes, that's, that is not, let's call it a spade a spade. That is not wise. That is not wise. That is foolishness. So I know, yes, you might be, I know a lot of people are going to drop and they're going to be unhappy with what I said, but it's the reality. It's the reality, because you're spending your today and you're hurting your tomorrow. You're hurting your future, right? So even though you might not like me today, trust me, in another 5 years, you remember that I said this today. So it's better if we say it with DIE. If we do not say it with DIE as well. So just say it. So just say it. At least maybe they said it to you nicely. You did not listen. Now, maybe you see somebody that did not tell you nicely, you would, maybe it's going to sink. And that's why I would say it as it is. Because at the end of the day, I want you to succeed. When you succeed, I cannot spend my lunchtime spending this time with you and you're not still taking it serious. All right? But you know that I love you and the goal is for you to build wealth. So that money, right, you're using it, you're investing it right there. So the third thing is lifestyle creep. Then the fourth thing is poor spouse alignment. That's the other thing. I know that, we'll talk about all of this on Sunday, where we talk about family and finance. And thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's tap out the live. Macassa, Divine, Darlene, Tia J, Queen, Aldo, America, Millie Moss, and check if you haven't clicked on the follow button. Make sure you click on that as well. All right, poor spouse alignment. That's the other one. Poor spouse alignment. That is the other one that is killing people's finances, but we'll talk about all of that during the family and finance. So if you missed that of yesterday, it was really explosive. Next week or Sunday, we're going to be having another session. It's 8 p.m. Central Time, where we have the panel, where we talk about, next week is about scholarships. It's all about children. Right? Children in the family. American Dream More, welcome in. Yes, how are you doing? Yesterday was fantastic. Yeah, he was fantastic. He was, we talked about in-laws, right? How, extended family, the impact of the extended family on the marriage, finances of our Queen. Thank you so much for clicking the follow button. And of course, welcome to the $1 Million League. You are not a part of the League of Millionaires. If your goal is, if you're not yet a millionaire in dollars, then be ready, get ready, right? Buckle up, because you're about to do that. Do you have any idea about FWFG life insurance? Is the real? No, I don't know. Really, I really don't know. Right? I really don't know about that. But guess what? I will look into insurance later. Right now, we're still talking about building the wealth, right? Insurance is very, very important. What financial group? I honestly don't know. I know that different, insurance programs that are available. However, so American Dream, if you have not followed, click on the follow button right there, and and with right now we're talking about the silent wealth killers. What is killing? Why are the high income earners? Why are they broke? Why are they broke? Living to paycheck is broke. Basically, if your income stops today and you cannot take care of your family for another year, then it means that you are broke. Basically, that's what it means. That's the definition of broke. Or for another 6 months. That's some of us are just one paycheck. In short, most Americans are one paycheck away from bankruptcy, one paycheck away from eviction. So you don't want that to be yours. Can we tap out the life? Let's share out the life. Let's tap out the life, share out the life, tap out the life heavily. We're almost there. I am wrapping up shortly. So we talked about debt, subscription, lifestyle creep, post. Okay, perfect. Welcome to the $1 million community as well. Yeah, so good to have you. Buckle up, buckle up. If you are not yet a millionaire, then buckle up to become one, right? Buckle up, because in 10 years or less, you'll be there. And if you're already one, then be ready to expand, right? Scale. Thank you so much for eating the gallery as well. Thank you for doing that. Awesome. So, poor spouse alignment. We'll talk all about that during family and finance on Sunday. Opal, thank you for tapping out the live. Then family obligations. This is huge. Family obligation. That's what we talked about yesterday. Extended family, the demands, and all those African taxes, right? Dr. Fatima talked about how she. Oh, thank you for the daily admin. Dr. Fatima talked how she trained 5 of her younger ones through school. She's the first, and she sent them through school. But luckily, they are one of the great families. Good results right there. But so many people. There was another person that talked about his own experience where he sent money to Africa for business, but they diverted the money. So those are things that we talk about during family and finance, right? This Sunday, the next Sunday is going to be family, children in focus. So you want to know how to get scholarships. It could be you, it could be your family, it could be your children, how to go to college for free. Dr. Fatima is going to be talking all about that. Then we'll talk about so many other things when it comes to family, but specifically about children. Should you pay them for chores? When should do things like having them authorized user, getting their Roth IRA, starting them up early, buying real estate for them, how to set them up for success. Those are things. Is it okay for you to just dump money on the kids, right? All of those kind of things are the things that we talk about during the family and finance, right? Supporting relatives, that's the other thing. We'll talk about the no boundaries, right? Should you be funding your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend expenses? Those are things that we talk about in the family and finance. But those are things that, guess what, Gigi, welcome in. Gift, welcome in. Camellia, welcome in. Those are silent wealth killers, because it's not building wealth. Whenever I talk about the 4-account system, there's no place that we have all of these things that I talked about. Ex-girlfriend's bills, right? Side chick money, and all those side chick and side chick and side end and side men. What are we going to goat? What are we going to call men, right? We have side chick, or the male version. Somebody should help me. If we have side chick and side ends, right? What are the side men? Those that are, we see the story that is going around right now. Dr. Lina, you're not serious. Sorry that a married woman is handling. Okay, let me go. Which one gets God, okay. Yeah, all right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah. But someone still help me. When we have side chick on the women's side, now we are side. What are we going to tell the married women doing men? What are we going to call them? Please help me. Let's look for a word here. Yeah. And these are things we talk about during the family and finance. You don't want to miss that. right? Somebody should help me. So side chicken, side chick. So what are the men? So a married woman dating, having side men. What's that one? Is this side goats? All right. Yeah. So, all right. We're wrapping up right now. So really, and Nico, welcome in. So, from everything I talked about earlier, like, all of those expenses, right? How do you remember? I said something, you need to have a system to ensure that you don't have, and let's tap out the live. Thank you all for tapping out the live. We'll be wrapping up shortly. So let's tap out the live and, yeah, cheesecake, welcome in. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Get your Go Populars. If you have 1 cent, Go Populars help this life. If you're not getting your daily at me, get your daily. And for those that already did their daily at me, right? Use 1 coin. Make sure you get your return on investment as well. Makasa, thank you so much for eating the gallery. Make sure that you claim back your points. Because when you do Go Populars, I always say it's the best ROI. As a matter of fact, if you don't know, if you're new on TikTok, it's the best ROI on, remember I talk about investment. It's the best ROI on TikTok, whereby you put 1 coin and you get 30 points back. Thank you so much, Makasia, for the Go Populars. Go Populars helps this life, Go Populars really, it pushes us to the FYP. It helps you see this D1 league top 80. Go Populars will push us and we can get to 10%, and then we move to, you'd see us also get to what's it called, the C League, because it's like this. In case you don't know, I am also learning this on TikTok as well. I am just here to teach, but people are teaching me every day. Yeah, people are teaching me every day that if I want to reach more people, I need to, tell my community this, because left to me, I'll just keep teaching. Even if it's just one person, I'll keep teaching. But it's unfortunate you cannot pay for that. Koino, welcome in. You learn English, welcome in. Unfortunately, this is the way the algorithm works. You need to have your people do all of those things to be able to have more reach, more people come in. So thank you so much for doing all of that and tapping out the like, sharing. Click the follow button if you haven't. Click the follow button if you haven't. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. So, what was the okay? So now to be able to remember, and I will wrap up. I think I'll wrap up with this today. Yeah, or we'll continue tomorrow. But like for you to be able to execute this very well, I'll talk about the 4 account system. Remember, I said we'll talk about the problem, then we will talk about the solution. Hey, the growth wealth watching from Nigeria. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, so good to have you. And of course, if you haven't connected, if you haven't clicked on the follow button, click on that right there, because we are building this is a $1 million league community, a community of millionaires. If your goal is to become a millionaire, or you are already in the $1 million category, then you want to come and nest your million and scale here, because we have principles that we follow. We don't, we do things that are legal. We follow 4 pillars of wealth creation. We don't do hypes. We don't, as a matter of fact, we have clear strategy. Queno, thank you so much for tapping out the live. You missed yesterday. We missed you yesterday, but yesterday was highly explosive. So good to have you and everyone tapping out the live. Bills, welcome in. So I want to, how do you join the community? Just click on the follow button. Click on the follow button. Get your daily at me. You're part of the community right there, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. Support the community. Get the Go Popular gift. Just be here, basically. Yeah, you missed it too. Yes. Now you don't want to miss next week. Dr. Fatima is going to be talking all about scholarships, kids scholarship. We're talking about everything kids. Okay, awesome. Welcome to the community of the $1 Million League, right? We're building millionaires, and don't miss out. And okay, let me go quickly. Don't miss out on the trainings that is coming. There's free trainings coming. Wealth Building Academy, Media Challenge is coming. Media Money Challenge is coming as well. So be on the lookout for that. So let's talk about the solution number 1. Why are our income earners, right? Oh, you do, okay, that's okay. Why are our income earners, why do are they struggling with building wealth, right? Six-figure salary, you are still not financially free. Yes, and we've talked about all the issues. So what now? Let's now talk about systems that is going to help you. Number one is you need to have your four account system, and I've talked about this severally. These are literally how you execute your budget. Enough of we saying that, okay, I'm going to do it on paper and do. No, you're going to you need to execute, right? And the four account system is going to help you execute your budget. What do I mean? You're going to have your normal bank account, which is your income account. You will have your emergency fund account that will take care of you in the case of family emergency. There's job loss, there is family emergency, there is major car repairs, there is, something. You have income that is going to take care of you for another 3 to 6 months, right? Income account, yes, absolutely. Income account. That is, and I don't know why I'm not able to pin, right? I'm not sure. I don't know the reason why I am not able to pin, right? So income account is the first one where all your income goes into, right? And then the second account, right, is your emergency fund account where you are taking care of, which take care of all of your it's 3 months of your expenses, your housing, which is housing, mortgage and rent, utilities, transportation, and of course groceries. Those four, right? Those four are your expenses, right? 3 to 6 months. So you have it in an high yield savings account like a Vero, SoFi, and of course there is also Capital One. There is also Capital One. A lot is going here. Let me try and share. Yeah. So that's one. Yes, but we'll be wrapping up the growth vault, but I might come back later tonight. So turn on the notification bell. I said repair. You're reposting. Thank you so much for doing that. Yes, a lot is going here. This is a whole wealth building curriculum, the gap that we're not taught in school. I'm glad that you're already seeing value right there. And thank you all for tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Yeah, but we're wrapping up in about 4 minutes right now. But then, people can always come out. Queen also reposted. Thank you for doing that. Rota, welcome in. Yeah. So, and let me go on quickly. So you have that. You have then the other account that you need to have is your expense account, which is your bills account, your basic bills every month. Unfortunately, this is where everybody's income ends. They take the income and pay bills, then they wait for the next one. No, right? You need to make sure you take care of your emergency fund, have it in an IE savings account. Then you now have the bills account. This one, you can tie it to a credit card. Thank you for a letter from Moble. Oh, you're welcome, Obin. You are welcome, Obin. And I saw your message. I'll respond to it shortly. Thank you for tapping out the live. And of course, click the follow button if you are not. We're wrapping up in about 3 minutes. But then I will be back later because I want to I'll also be meeting with my IG community so I can bring both TikTok and Instagram. Right now we have YouTube on the other hand. If you are not followed on YouTube, I'm releasing my long form video tonight. A 10 minutes video you don't want to miss is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So first account, let me just wrap up here. First account is bills account. The second account is your spending account, which is your monthly. Third account is your emergency funds account, right? And the last account is your wealth building account, which you have your 401k, ISA if you're in UK, Roth IRA, a TFSA if you're in Canada. You need to have that. Then you have your brokerage account, you have your HSA account, and those are the 4 accounts that you need to have, right? Once you have these 4 accounts, right, and you have taken care of this, now the family, African taxes might come in. You can now pay that one. People want to do wedding. You can do whatever you want to do your money because you have paid yourself first. You've taken care of your bills. You have taken care of your expenses. You have already taken care of your future, your present, your today, your emergency. All of that have been taken care of. Once you have this, you would see that you will have some financial relief. You have some financial peace, right? And these are things, these little things that I just told you. As a matter of fact, I always encourage everyone, try it for 3 months. And all these things that I say, they are literal accounts that you're opening, literal accounts. You want to know how to open your investment account, and I'll show us right now as I wrap up for today, right? Always remember, people don't have an income problem. People have a system problem. So this is you building a system. This is actually a system that I just told you right now. Once you have the system, you see that you're going to start, you see, you see relief. You start seeing that, okay, your money has structure, right? You see that your money has structure. Right now, we're going to be wrapping up. So if you haven't clicked on the follow button, because we still have what I'll do if I'm starting over, that's still coming. And then we'll still have the coaching audience. That is also, so you want to come back later tonight. People don't have income problem. People have a system problem. Absolutely. That's it. Growth Vault. Yes, absolutely. So you don't want to miss. So you turn on the notification bell. So whenever I'm online, you can be here. Whenever I am here, you can be notified. So turn on the notification, get your daily admin, click on the follow button because I wrap up in a minute. Now you want to learn more, right? You want to, like it's in here, it's a school. Think about it as a school because we're talking covering the gap that we were not taught in school. So one is in April, we had the real estate, how to buy real estate in 90 days, because that's one of the pillars. Now this month we did smart investing. How do you invest in the stock market, with the level of protection, not losing your money, because there's the risk, meaning putting yourself at moderate risk, right? How do you do it? What the multimillionaires and the billionaires in dollars, what they do, the strategies they use, why they are not losing money in the stock market. That's what, we had that. And then in June 6th and June 13th, we're going to be having your income, how to increase your income, and then your financial foundation. So things like insurance, like the Growth Vault talked about insurance, things about probate, things about living trust, things about, trainings, books that you should read. All of those kind of things are things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be bringing like 5 to 6 doctors, doctor that is going to teach AI cybersecurity, doctor that is going to teach HR, human resources about skills, doctor about scholarships. So how you get free, go to college for free. How I'll be teaching as well, and a clinical therapist. If whatever field that you want to be, we're still waiting on the nurse practitioner, doctor of nurse, a DNP to confirm. So if you want to learn and do all of that, then I'll show you how to register. It's free, by the way, but registration is required. We do all of this free training, but registration. Last time when we had the Smart Investing Workshop, over close to 100 people, about 100 people registered, right? And then there was 2 people waited, be on the waiting list, but we never extended it. So you don't want to lose the opportunity. So this is my bio. Click on it, and then it's going to try to keep you here. Click on open anyway, and that is the training right here. You click on it, and all he asks you is your name and maybe phone number, whatever, and that's it. You register. It is free. Registration is required. Right now, it's not yet out there. You want to take, we are already, a lot of people already, I think we are close to almost 50% of the class right now, and we have not even announced it. It's just on the live that I'm announcing it. So you want to take advantage of this because you are learning from professionals, like the people that are teaching how to, like Dr. Fatima is director of admissions and scholarships, right? That's who she is. Dr. Fufu is HR director. I'm still waiting for her to confirm the HR director. Is actually head of HR for one of the top 500 companies. She's seated in Asia right now. Dr. O is AI cybersecurity. He's director of cybersecurity and teaches AI cybersecurity in the college. Then the other Dr. O owns her own private clinical therapy center. She's a social worker. She teaches in 6 universities. So you want to come learn from all of them, right? And I'll be teaching as well. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm Doctor of Business and Technology. I'll be taking some parts how I increased my income by $30,000, right? About 15 years ago, moving from finance, right, as an economist, as a chartered accountant, moving to technology and rose to the position of a vice president of technology. So I'm teaching all of this for free. Trust me, these are thousands and thousands. As a matter of fact, if you want to get Dr. Fufu, These are thousands. So I'm begging them to bring their 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes or whatever they can give, 15 minutes to 30 minutes. They should please, right? So go and register is right here. And for those that are, Kejan, welcome in. For those that are in smart investing, right? You want to start growing your money, right? And you don't know how to get started, you can start investing today. You want to learn everything about it, right? Everything about it, you would find it right here. The Smart Investing Workshop. It costs you less than a launch money, right? I always tell people, invest in yourself. The biggest investment, when they ask Warren Buffett, the biggest investment you can ever have is in yourself. It's not even in stock, because no one can take that whatever you have learned from you. Me, I am a chartered accountant. I am an economist at the same time. Nobody can take that away from me, right? Yet I am still a vice president of technology. No one can take that away from me. I can decide to walk away and build another skill on social media, and no one can take that away from me. I am a serial investor. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So if you want to learn how to buy real estate, how to manage it, not just to buy the right way, there is a 4-module course for you, right? That's a $1,000 value. You can also get that right there. How to buy real estate in 90 days and manage it. That's all that it takes. 90 days is all that it takes. And you feel that, okay, all these ones that we are doing, you want something more. There is the one-on-one consultation that you can have with me. You want me to look into your finances and even get your own personalized wealth blueprint, right? Your plan for 30 days, your plan for 90 days, all of that. We're looking at your income, your expenses, where you are, how old are you, all those kind of things. And then when you are done, you can actually work out and say that I'm executing 1, 2, 3, and then you're changing your story. But then you want another group of people, you want, what's it called? You want mentorship. In a month, I can only take maximum of 3 people, right? That's a 90 days program, right? Because it takes a lot from me. It's more for the people than it's me giving myself, because you're learning everything, right? Because this is for, you want to get to that $1 million status in 10 years. You can follow me, you will understand all these things, but you now want something that is very direct for you, that you can start saying, you're executing next month, I'm executing this, then we are checking in and all of that. Then you want to get the $1 million league, a 90 days wealth building transformational mentorship. You would find it right there. And my ebook, for those that are just starting, you don't even know where to get started, right? Go get the ebook. It's 10-page book. Can I do it from absolutely anywhere? Yes, absolutely. The Growth Vault. Yes, you can. Anywhere, right? So far, you are connecting with me right now. We're talking about it right now. You can do it from anywhere in the world. Anywhere they are talking about currency, anywhere they are building wealth. Yes, you can do it. All right, I'll be wrapping up here. I love you guys so much. Make sure you get the Wealth Building Academy. It's free, right? Every other one, when you get there, you'll see what you need to pay for and what is free right there, and what is most important is that you invest in yourself. All right, I love you guys so much, and ensure that your money is working other than you do. You can join me later tonight. At 8 p.m. I'll be on Instagram and I'll be on TikTok as well. Make sure you follow subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Instagram is Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. Thank you so much, guys. I love you. Thank you all for tapping out the live today and, sticking around. We almost got to 20,000 taps. Really appreciate all the gifts. I love you so much. Love from the UK. Awesome. Awesome. So I have Nigeria and everyone today. So good to have you. Love you guys. And you are absolutely the champion. Ensure that you're shining and ensure you keep winning. Love you. Bye. All right. Okay.